I'm inviting you very respectfully that you have to take into account what is happening in the country. Here it is, Deputy President of the country. The executive is asking for the conservatory order to be lifted. Deputy President is not a small position in the hierarchy of Kenya at all. He has overwhelming political following. Himself and our President, President Ruto, worked together jointly, and they won the election. One of them became president, another one became deputy president. In my view, the two are inseparable. And you cannot take one and leave another one at all. The moment, my lords, you lift the conservatory order, there could be a problem in the country. There could be trouble in the country. Currently, I'm advised the poll rating of our deputy president is 70% in the country. He has won a lot of sympathy votes from those even who didn't like him at all. 70% is quite a big percentage. I've taken the trouble to read the jurisprudence of United States on impeaching. The first country, of course, that came up with the doctrine of impeachment was the United Kingdom. And thereafter, it was taken up by America. And there is a lot of write-ups, a lot of cases where a lot of people have been impeached, a lot of officers of the state have been impeached. But none of them has succeeded at all in impeaching a president. No president in the United States has been ousted because of impeachment at all. We are a young country. We have got our own problems. Problems of extreme poverty. Our people now are wallowing in poverty. They cannot get a meal. Those of us who happen to be in a certain class are lucky. People like khaminwa can talk about going for lunch. There are some people in this country who can talk about going for lunch at all. Our people are in a very poor kind of situation. We have problems of tribalism. We are still a tribal society. We cannot pretend that we are more sophisticated at all. We have problems to do with the conservation. We have got problems around ourselves. Our neighbors are not doing very well. Somalia, Sudan, and etc. They're not doing very well at all. I am submitting to you very respectfully. These are factors that you cannot afford to ignore. You cannot afford to ignore them at all. And it will be a disaster. It will be devastating for this court to proceed and lift the conservatory order and bring in Professor Kindiki as deputy president. I don't know very much about Professor Kindiki. I have nothing against him. He has never wronged me. And I don't think that he has ever said anything anywhere against me at all. I have nothing against him. But all that we are very much interested in at the moment is to make sure that we have one country. May I remind you, the court, the Honorable Court, very respectfully, whenever there has been a great departure from the Constitution of Kenya or from constitutional jurisprudence, there has been a problem around. In 1980s, 81 and 82, That's a time when a lot of people are being thrown into detentions. People like Paul Mwite were hiding somewhere else in embassies, I think in embassies offices and so on, because of what was happening there to take a cover. I was personally in detention at that time. That is the time when we had a coup in the country. In the year, I think it's 2007, we more or less had also chaos in the country. The point I'm trying to make to you, my honorable judges, what we have